Good morning, fathers of daughters. This is Ephraim B. Martin, and this is another live stream. Welcome, all fathers, regardless of your ethnic group and background. Well, fathers, we're doing another live stream today, and I welcome you all. And what I want to discuss today is celebrating fathers of daughters, girl dads. That's what we're going to do today, fathers. Because when we are fathers of daughters, we have a lot to be thankful for, and we have a lot to give ourselves credit for, being girl dads, being fathers of daughters. And I just don't believe that we should have to wait until Father's Day to celebrate ourselves. You know, fathers, we pretty much do our jobs as dads unconditionally, and we're always called up on to make sure that we're available for our children and our daughters. And society really doesn't give us a lot of credit for the job that we do. So as a girl dad of 4 adult daughters, 35, 29, 26, and 23, I just believe that we should start celebrating ourselves more and more often. We shouldn't just celebrate ourselves once a year for Father's Day, because we're more than that. Fathers of daughters, we're greater than that. And we need to be recognized. And we should recognize ourselves. We don't need the permission to celebrate. We don't need permission to give ourselves pats on the back. Because what we do on a daily basis is we grind as fathers. It's expected of us, and that's what we do. So, fathers, I take my hat off to you. Fathers of daughters, I take my hat off to you. Because when we have baby girls, it's a challenge. And for those fathers that are out there, of all kids, boys and girls, I commend you for being a part of your children's lives. And I commend you for being consistent and being dedicated to your family, to your wife, whether you're married or divorced. I commend you. So that's why we're here today, fathers, is I just believe we have a lot to celebrate ourselves for. And if we don't celebrate ourselves, who's going to celebrate us? Think about it, dads. No one will. I don't believe so. So I have absolutely no problem thanking fathers. I have absolutely no problem celebrating fathers, because I'm a girl dad of 4 adult daughters. I've been blessed my entire life. I'm very, very happy with the relationship that I have with my adult daughters. They are amazing women. Being a girl dad, being able to get them sisters through the stages of development from birth to 18 was an amazing experience. I loved fatherhood. I loved being a father, a good husband, and everything in between. So I am very, very grateful. And my daughters, my offspring, are definitely a reflection of both their mother and myself. And our girls are blessed. And we were a very good family, and we're a very blessed family. And now that my girls, since they're adult women, it's just beautiful watching how they move through the world, how they're all doing professionally. They're compassionate women. They're empathetic women. They have a lot of empathy. They're very kind. They're very feminine. And it was such an amazing experience raising baby girls. It would have been cool to have a son, but my baby girls, all 4 of them, they're all different. They're all amazing women. And I enjoy them sisters really, really much. And like I said, them being adult women now, they just validate everything for me. I don't get to see them as often as I'd love to, but you know, they're living their best lives, doing their thing. And I just love everything about my adult girls. So fathers, if you have baby girls birth to 10 years old, celebrate yourself. If you have preteen daughters, 11 to 13 years old, celebrate yourself. And if you have 14 to 18-year-old daughters, fathers, celebrate yourself. Feel good about it. Feel good about the accomplishments of fatherhood. Feel good about how you've been able to take these young girls, these young women, and you've been able to lead them. You've been able to guide them. You've been able to show them how to love themselves on the inside and how to be decent young girls. The father-daughter relationship is such an amazing relationship. And when we put in the time with our baby girls, amazing things are going to happen, fathers. Amazing things. So, like I said, I commend all fathers. But fathers of baby girls, we're special because it takes a special man to be able to connect with their daughters. So I want to celebrate you. I'm going to celebrate myself. And I feel it's necessary, fathers, because there's just so much craziness and so much madness that is going on in this world. And fathers are a lot of times the last to be recognized for a lot of things. The stability, the balance, the unconditional love we bring in our daughters' lives, teaching them how to defend themselves, teaching them how to get along with little boys and men. Our plates are full. And I already know fathers of daughters, there's not a single father out there who has a daughter that would never think that it hasn't been challenging, because it just is. Baby girls pull out the best in you as a dad, as a father, and they're going to be daddy's girls as long as you've been a part of their life. Our daughters will take care of us. They will love us unconditionally. They will never want to disappoint us as long as we're a part of their lives, birth to 18 years of age. So fathers, I would like to share a couple of videos with you, a few videos actually, on celebrating fatherhood. And these particular videos, the first two, are coming from fathers, all fathers of children, not just our baby girls, but the first one is all fathers. The second video I will share with you is a gentleman speaking about what he's learned, three things that he's learned raising a baby girl. So that's what I'm bringing today. And like I said, we need to celebrate ourselves more than just Father's Day. So all fathers, keep your head up, keep doing what we're doing. And let's continue to grind, okay? So I want to share this first video. Okay, fathers, enjoy.
As we get ready to celebrate all the fabulous fathers this weekend, we want to tell you about one amazing man who's on a mission to make sure all dads are appreciated.
Yeah, when Sean Williams realized that dads who looked like him were sometimes not celebrated, he decided he was going to do something about it. We are going to talk to Sean in just a moment. But first, let's take a look at his story.
My name is Sean Williams. I am a dad of 3, and I'm the founder of the Dad Gang. The Dad Gang is an organization of active Black dads on a mission to change the way the world views Black fatherhood, trying to empower as many dads as possible to stay active and be active, and just to see how incredibly fun and amazing it is to be a dad.
Sean formed the Dad Gang nearly 5 years ago after several incidents where strangers appeared surprised to discover that he was an attentive father.
It's incredibly frustrating to even have to defy a stereotype, to have someone compliment me for sticking around. It's very frustrating, where you start to realize that you're only getting the compliment because the sight of you as an active dad is a shocker to people. And it's very sad.
The Dad Gang celebrates and encourages other Black dads by offering parenting resources, hosting their trademark Strolling with the Homies events, and sharing positive images of Black fatherhood on social media.
In climates like these where, people or a cop might see a guy and he might be racially profiled, they're not thinking about his family. They're not thinking about who this guy is to his family, to his children. So I think the Dad Gang and what we do and other dads showing how active they are, it ties us directly to who's important to us and what we stand for our families and our community.
Dad Gang!
Yes.
Dad Gang!
And lucky us, Sean is with us now from his home on Long Island. Hey, Sean, good morning.
Good morning. How are you both?
So, Sean, you started the Dad Gang about 5 years ago. And how has your mission evolved as time has gone on?
Oh, man, it's been an incredible journey so far. When we started, the mission is to change the way the world views Black fatherhood. But the amount of support that we've received ever since starting from our community, from all communities, really has just been an incredible journey.
And I can only imagine over the last couple weeks, it's just been heightened. I'm sure you have more people kind of knocking on your door, just given what we've been seeing on the streets lately.
Absolutely. With the climate change, it being such another dark tone in our nation's history, we get a lot more submissions to share images and share stories of just how my fellow dads are dealing with what's going on right now. So it's I think the outpour is a lot, and it's a lot of pressure on us to continue to pump out the content, whether it's uplifting and also what's happening currently in our homes, having these conversations and just how we're dealing with what's going on.
Well, you know what, Sean, I think sometimes you don't know how many people you're impacting. You don't have any idea of seeing that. So we were just going to give you a teeny little glimpse. Dad Gang, are you here?
Wow.
Is Anthony in there?
That's by the way, that's a beautiful image. Beautiful.
Okay.
That's incredible. Oh my God.
Anthony, where's Anthony?
Anthony, are you out there?
Oh, there's Anthony. Okay, Anthony, tell us how Sean starting the Dad Gang has helped you in fathering.
The Dad Gang made me feel like it's a community that I was a part of, and it just made me feel so much significant as just a father, and just changing the narrative the way the world sees us as Black men and as dads.
Look at Sean changing the world there. Look at Sean. Where is
This is incredible.
Where's Luke? Is Luke there? Let me see.
Wow. Oh man, my nephew. Whoa. My nephew.
Luke, you got a message for Sean?
Yes, Sean, bro, man, you have inspired me through the Dad Gang movement to feel as if I'm an ambassador of the Dad Gang, to use my platform and just, be more influential in your nephew's life, your nieces, and also my nieces and nephews' lives. And I'm proud of you, bro, and I'm glad to be a part of this journey with your sister and you being my brother.
That's awesome.
Oh, I love you, bro. Wow.
Okay.
This is incredible.
So, Sean, as you can tell, Sean, you are loved, but also we want to celebrate you because we heard that you are in the process of becoming officially recognized as a nonprofit. Is that right?
Yes, we are in the process. Yes.
Okay, well, once you are, Bye Bye Baby, the sister brand of Bed Bath & Beyond, they heard about all the incredible work that you're doing, and they wanted to help. When Dad Gang becomes an official non-for-profit, they're going to donate $10,000
Wow.
and accessories to the Dad Gang.
Wow, that is amazing.
They love what you're doing. It's part of their Bringing Home Everywhere program, which is supporting Black communities.
Well, by the
Oh, my
way,
gosh.
Sean, hats off to you and hats off to the Dad Gang. That's a beautiful image. You're doing a lot of great work. Guys, happy Father's Day to all the dads on that screen. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
we
you.
love
Thank
y'all.
you, Sean.
So, fathers, I appreciate you. And I needed to show that video of Black men taking care of their children because the world's a lie about us not taking care of our children. We take care of our children. We're in our children's lives. The statistics support it. The data supports it. So I needed to show that video because it is necessary. And one of the things I appreciate being a Black father, raising 4 little Black girls, was the challenge of getting them from birth to 18 years of age, graduating them from high school, making sure they were protected and safe. So I commend all those gentlemen, and I'm happy to be a Black father. And like I said, my YouTube channel is for all fathers, and I will celebrate all fathers. So this is just, once again, it's for me, I'm doing what I'm doing because I want to make sure that all fathers are able and understanding our sense of urgency that we need to have in our children's lives. And what does that look like? Culturally, it's going to look different for different fathers, depending on their culture. But the one thing that we do have in common is men. We're all men, right? And we all want to lead our families. And we all need to be a part of our families, being the head and making sure that we provide that protection and safety. I won't get away from that. Protection and safety for our baby girls is essential. It's necessary. We have to protect them. We have to protect our families. We have to protect our wives. So those are things that, as we're raising our baby girls, we're going to become better at. And we just need to, take a step back sometimes and just reflect on how we're doing it and what it may look like for all of us, because we're all going to be different. But we all have to have that sense of urgency when it comes to raising our baby girls. So I have another video that I'd like to share. And this gentleman, I came across him on YouTube, very, very powerful. And all of the videos that I use, they're uncut. And what I'm presenting, once again, is fair use for informational and educational purposes. So all the videos that I'm using are in the description. And feel free, fathers, also, always, feel free to do your own research. And never feel like you can't research. Never feel like there's not resources out there for us. And never feel like you're out there by yourself, on an island by yourself. And I would encourage you, if you can't become part of a man's group when it comes to our daughters, and I'm talking about support group for fathers of daughters, you can do it from your home. You can do it online. There's plenty of groups in every state where you just need to do a little bit of research and connect with other fathers. And don't be fearful to share your experiences, because that's how we're going to get better as fathers. That's how we're going to get better as men. Okay? So I want to share this next video, fathers. Let me get it ready here. Let's see. Okay. Oh, that was that one. Let me see. I love this technology, fathers. I'm getting better at this live streaming. Every week, I'm getting better, and I'm learning a lot from the live streaming. Let's see. Okay.
To him.
Okay. Let me get this ready. Okay, fathers. This next video is awesome. It's from a gentleman, like I said. The description is, his video is in the description as well. And he's going to explain 3 things he learned from raising his baby girls. And I really appreciate this video. This next video, it just hits home for me because I'm a girl dad. So.
So a while back, I did a video talking about being a father, and specifically being a father to girls. Look, I expect trolling whenever you put anything out on the internet. It's a feature, not a bug. I didn't expect a number of people that wanted me to put an entire dissertation on parenting and raising little girls into a 60-second video. And I'm not really responding to them. What I am responding to is the thousands of comments that I got from women who said that what I talked about brought them to tears, and that they had wished their father would have applied some of the lessons that I talked about. So it's out of respect for them, and it's out of hope that aspiring fathers will be able to learn some of the lessons up front that I learned from raising daughters. So 3 lessons I learned raising daughters. So when I found out I was going to be a father, I was actually 22 years old. I was in the Army infantry over in Schofield Barracks, Hawaii. It was not too long after 9/11. I had volunteered to go to the Special Forces qualification course, and that's kind of the backdrop for when I found out that not only was I going to be a father, but I was going to have a little girl. And so the first thing I did in my videos, I talked about 2 of the people that I had formative conversations with in order to prepare for this monumental task. The first one is obvious. It was my wife. She's the most important woman in my life. I love and respect her, but it's a little bit more than that. I genuinely admire my wife, and I admire her because of things that she's had to overcome, challenges that she's had to face. I've always deeply appreciated her reason, her integrity. I went to her first and asked her questions, and it was incredibly helpful. The second person that I talked to, which I think got some attention on the video, was someone that I described as the biggest man whore I think I had ever met in the military. And I met him as we were going through the Special Forces qualification course. And you need to understand that as an operator, I really respected this guy. But as a father, this guy kind of represented the things that I wanted to protect my daughter from. I mean, this was the sort of guy that beautiful women threw themselves at him, and he was always happy to catch them. And so candidly, one day I went up to him and I said, how do I protect my little girl from someone like you? And he said, tell her that you love her, because if you don't, someone who doesn't will, and she'll believe him. In that moment, as a father, a part of you just wants to hit him. But I asked, and he answered honestly. And so that led me into the 3 lessons that I've learned and I've tried to apply. And the first one was, tell your daughter you love her. Now, when I said this on a 50-second video, people came in and said, it's not good enough to just tell them. You have to demonstrate it. You have to show it. I know that. One of the reasons why I said, tell your daughter you love her, is because you need to understand something about the way men interpret love sometimes. We look at the 50, 60, 70 hours a week we're putting in to provide, to work, to protect as a demonstration of our love. And I think it is. I think it is a valid demonstration of our love. But the problem is that when you have a little girl, if you're not telling her that you love her, she might miss that. And so it is important for men to express it to their little girl. Another thing that's very important is that your little girl does need to see you as the provider, does need to see you as the protector. And there's some people that'll question those traditional gender roles. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't care. I think your little girl needs to see you as those things. She needs to see you as the bravest person on the planet. You're the one that protects her from the monsters. Now, in seeing you that way, there also needs to be something else in order for you to demonstrate love. And that is a soft spot or a tenderness that belongs to her. And it's not something that comes out for other people. You can be fun with your friends, you can be competent with your coworkers, and you can be a danger to anything that would pose a threat to your family. But she needs to see the tender side that belongs to her. And doing that is important because it establishes that trust and love, because there are going to be times in your life where you can't just be the fun guy. You've also got to be a disciplinarian. You've got to bring correction. And you always want her to know that it comes from a position of love. So that was the first lesson. You have to tell your daughter you love her, not just with what you say, but with what you do, and in ways that she understands and appreciates as love. The second lesson I learned was you have to be honest with your daughters. Here's what I mean by that. Love doesn't lie. Now, that doesn't mean there's going to be times, especially as you're explaining things to your young child, that you have to go into detail or that you have to be harsh. Honesty should always be delivered with an element of gentleness to your children. But you don't lie. And the reason why you don't is because at the same time that you're demonstrating to her that you love her, you're also demonstrating to her that daddy will tell her the truth. Because especially nowadays, there are going to be 1,000 different philosophies and theories and ideas about life and expectations about who she is and what she should be and what she should do. And she needs to know that you represent truth in her life, and truth coming from someone that deeply loves her and only wants the best for her. So you have to be honest with your daughter. The third lesson I learned is they have to be able to be honest with you. Now, if you've done the first two things right, if you've demonstrated love for your daughter in a way that she understands, respects, and believes in, if you've demonstrated to her that you will tell her the truth and that whenever you're guiding her down a particular path in order to let her be everything that God's intended her to be, that you're doing it with her best interest in mind, that's going to save her from probably making a lot of mistakes that if you didn't provide that for her. But there's still going to be mistakes. And if she doesn't feel like you're a safe harbor in the storm, well, she's going to go to somebody to talk about it. It just won't be you. And this is the part where, as a father, sometimes you're going to have to recognize that desire to protect, that desire to defend, that desire for her to be everything that she can be is going to need to be present. But again, with an element of softness and gentleness when she has to come to you and essentially confess that she did something that she knows will disappoint you, because she knows that ultimately you'll love her regardless. There's another element to the honesty that doesn't get spoken about as much, and that's when she has to be honest with you on something you did wrong. I won't forget the time where my young teenage daughter had to come up and asked very respectfully, "Daddy, can I talk to you?" "Yes, you may." "I don't think you handled something very well." Now, I was tired. It had been a long day at work. And every ounce of me would have said, "Well, thank you for your opinion, but I'm in charge here, and I don't need to be critiqued by a 13-year-old. The problem was that she had brought up a good point. See, I had come home, and my two younger children, my son and my younger daughter, had made a mess in the kitchen. I got upset, told them to clean it up, told them to go to their rooms, but I hadn't found out why they had done it. And Lily came up to tell me that they had gotten permission to make something for me, and because I had essentially flew off the handle without actually understanding the situation, that I had hurt their feelings, and now they were too afraid to tell me. So in that moment, she had to be honest with me on something that I did wrong. And I had to recognize in that moment that this was an opportunity to demonstrate to her that when she had the courage to come to somebody that she loved, respected, and saw as an authority figure, to challenge them on something they'd done wrong, I could either reward her for that or I could punish her for it. And either way, I would be setting an example for how she would deal with other figures in her life from then on. The fourth thing that I brought up, and this was something that I remember watching I think he was a counselor. He was watching my video and he loved my first 3 points, but he didn't seem to have much appreciation for the fourth one. And that's where I said, plus I taught him how to shoot just in case.
Facts.
Now I understand that there's some comedic value to that, and that was somewhat intended, but I was serious. And the reason why I was serious is because the world we live in is a dangerous one. It can be especially dangerous for a young woman. And I don't want it to be that way. I've tried to fight to make sure that it wasn't that way for not only my daughters, but for anyone that I could affect. I want her to be aware of the danger. I never want her to be afraid of it. And the toughest thing you'll realize as a father is that one day you might not be there to protect her from the monsters. So you want to make sure that you have a young woman that will never let any monster stand in the way of her becoming everything that she's supposed to be. So those are 3 things I learned of raising daughters. I hope it helps.
So, fathers, I truly appreciate that video. And it's nice to see it coming from someone else other than me. Having baby girls, I mean, he hit it on the head. And it was just, for me, it was very, very refreshing. Because I feel a certain way when it comes to my daughters. I do. I feel a certain way when it comes to women. And the things that he explained, I've felt as a father raising my baby girls. He's experiencing it. You know, I'm not sure if all of his daughters are adult women, but they're getting there. He mentioned a 13-year-old. He's got 3 daughters. And when he was talking about, he's an Army veteran. I'm a USMC veteran. I'm a Marine. All my daughters know how to fire a weapon. They go to the range. And I'm grateful and thankful because they have to know how to protect themselves. That's just the world we live in. And it may not be for every father to teach their daughters firearm safety. And I'm not here to tell you to do it. I know my little girls are, and my adult women are. And I feel good about it because I'm not with them. I can't keep them protected and safe like I could when they were little. So that video for me, that did it for me. That hit it on the head. And, you know, you saw him get emotional, and rightfully so, because we're talking about our baby girls. They're not always going to be in our presence. We cannot always protect them. But if they know how to protect themselves, that's what we can do as fathers. So I wanted to share that video. Like I said, it's in the description. Feel free to look at that video and go to his YouTube channel. He's got some great content. And it's just nice for me to have other men that have raised daughters and are raising daughters that are getting them to adulthood. It's just nice to hear someone else say it besides myself. And just being able to share what his experiences have been so far raising these baby girls. I mean, he's got 3, I got 4. Same difference. So I really appreciated that and just wanted to share that one as well. I have one more video that I want to share with you. And this is with my baby girls. It's about a 4-minute video. And all of my daughters are adult women. So they're fun. I love hanging out with them every opportunity I get. And I just appreciate my daughters as adult women. Every stage of development that I went through with them, I appreciated every stage. And like I said, them being adult women now, they truly validate everything that I put in them. They're amazing. They are just truly amazing. And I would do it all over again, the exact same way, because I got a lot. I got it right. I understood my mission. I executed the plan. And now I have these outstanding women that are living their best lives and contributing to society and being an asset, not a liability. So I'm going to take my hat off to myself for that, put a lot in them. And they're just amazing women. They truly are amazing women. I got fun girls, cool girls. Okay, so I'm going to share this video of my girls.
In the house, I'm with my 3 of my 4 crazy daughters. There's Shy. Say hey, what's up, Shy? All right, Jasmine, what up, baby girl? And Z-Lo in the his house. All right, so I'm turning it, and this is their dad. I don't know how this is gonna work out, but anyway, we are at the Cheesecake Factory, putting it in, and you know, I don't get to hang out with these sisters too often because they all grown now, and they don't like hanging out with me like they did when they was little.
That is not true.
So
that is not the reason.
That's not the reason.
Do not be lying to the internet like that.
Y'all ain't grown.
Well, we
Not true.
but not too
Y'all
grown for you.
not too grown for your dad. All right, well, that makes me feel better. All right, we gonna put it away though, ladies? We gonna put it in? All right. I love you all, and I just wanted to holler at you. Peace. All right, y'all. Here I am. My girls got me at this concert. Hanging out, Z-Lo and Jazzy.
Hanging at old school.
We're at the old school concert. What do y'all think?
Oh, we're about to jam it out.
We're about to jam out? How are we gonna do it? Oh shit! You saw it for yourself. We out. Peace. Get it, Jazz. Just like candy. Ow. Ow, ow. Woo! Get it, Jazz. Oh. Tonight. Oh, hey. Guys. What you mean? Make some noise. Denver, Colorado. People, so baby girl Martin Child Cheyenne is she can give you a little bit of her boxing skills. All right, baby girl, go ahead and throw down, Shy. Do you? Beautiful. All right, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You're good. You're good. You're good. Good. 1, 2, 3. Nice. How you feel? All right. Nice. Holla.
Holla.
Leg day. Look at Jazzy. Leg day. She's busting it up. We are busting it up. My second oldest, Jazzy, getting it in. What you think, Jazz? How's leg day going? Do you still love your father? Are you sure? All right. As long as you still love me. All right. So I am hanging out with my daughter, Zelo. All right. Jazzy.
What's up?
All right. We're grubbing. Where are we at, girls?
What is it? TK Surf and Turf.
What's it called?
TK Surf and Turf.
Okay, so
Fire.
we're grubbing. Jazzy got the works. Lovely plate. Zelo got some steak and shrimp, asparagus and whatnot, and I got me some lobster and shrimp. It's going down. We'll holla. Peace.
So yeah, fathers. I loved everything about fatherhood. It's crazy. Now that they're adult women, I get to reminisce on how when they were little girls, and just like I said, seeing them thrive and grow through every stage of development as little girls it was a beautiful thing. I introduced my daughters to sports, and as you can see in the videos, I've trained all my daughters in the gym through weight training. I'm a fitness and wellness trainer. So I've always been a part of their development. And just my youngest, Cheyenne, you saw her boxing. I taught my daughters how to defend themselves and protect themselves, because that's just the world we live in. And I'm not worried about my girls. You know, I don't worry about them, and I put a lot in them. So once again, fathers, when it comes to celebrating ourselves, we need to do it. We need to do it more often. And I appreciate you, fathers. This has been another live stream, and I'm doing weekly live streams. Feels good to be back. My YouTube channel is growing organically. It's beautiful. I get a lot of comments from a lot of fathers, a lot of good comments. Of course, you're always going to get your negative comments. There's nothing you can do about that. You have men in this world, regardless of what you're doing and how you're rolling and how you're getting it done. They always got something to say. And like that father said in his video, I don't care what other men think. I'm going to do what I got to do, because I understand the assignment when it comes to our baby girls. And I will continue to share the information, the education, and my goal, one of my many goals, is to get all fathers to have great relationships with not only their children, but their baby girls. So enjoy it, fathers, when they're little, because it doesn't last long. As you can see, my adult women, I remember when they were all born in the hospital, delivering them, helping to being part of that. So it's been an amazing journey up to this point in my life. All right, fathers, appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in, being a part of the live streams. Keep a brother in your daily prayers, as I will do the same. And until next week, I'm out. Peace, fathers. Be safe this week. Kiss some babies. I'll holla.